If you've been to either of Britain's two major caravanning exhibitions at the NEC, or if you've been to one of several shows that are on around the country during the spring, summer and autumn, I'm sure you've seen the two ladies who run the stand behind me. They sell their famous double skillet that actually does quite an amazing job for cooking all kinds of food, everything from a pizza to a roast dinner. Now, I've got one of these little devices and I think they're absolutely amazing. So I thought we'd take advantage of their attendance at this event to get Fran to run through her presentation. Don't think that these are just display samples either. They're already properly cooked in the double skillet, and the only reason you can't eat them is because they're sometimes sprayed to keep the wasps off. These little beasts do seem attracted to anywhere you find a good number of caravanners and motorhomers parked up together.
So what we've tried to do with this pan is sort of give you all your pans in one, because you're going to be short of storage space in a van, so really the less you carry the better. So this is a multi-purpose pan. It'll cook you just about anything, but it is a dry pan. You add no fat. So the only major consideration is you never cook on a high heat. You do all your cooking on simmer, so a nice low heat for everything. Now, if you want to use it as an oven, you use it like this. You need the depth. When you roast, it's meat in, lid on, low heat. When I get fat and juices from the meat, I'll add some raw potatoes, and they're going to cook in the fat you get from the meat. Now, the heat is low, but it is direct. It's nice and quick. Pork, beef or lamb, an hour. 4-pound chicken, 50 minutes. The potatoes go in raw, they're not parboiled, and they'll roast for you in half an hour. It's quicker and cheaper than your own oven. Now, obviously impossible to cook something like jacket potatoes in a dry pan. They really do need not heat under them like pans give you, but heat round them like ovens give you. So for these, occasionally you turn the pan. You end up with the lid of the pan as hot as the bottom, which gives you dry oven heat. Pick your shape, keep them flattish, many as you like. This sort of size, they take approximately 35 minutes. Now makes a real good toasted sandwich. Butter on the outside, filling in the middle. You drop them in a hot pan. You give them 2 minutes one side, 2 minutes the other. You've made the lunch. You can toss a pancake, you can turn an omelette, and you can split it up and use it all separately. So you leave your frying pan at home. You don't need one anymore. 2 good-sized non-stick frying pans. When you split it, you get a see-through splash-proof lid that fits both of your pans. Bacon and egg, same system, no fat, no mess, and you've now got a nice deep pan for chili, curry, rice, anything wet. Now it stores easily, very important in a small space. The handles detach. Without the handles, it's oven proof. You've got cake tins, Yorkshire pud tins, you've got a casserole dish and a roasting tin. But if you stack it the other way round, so that's the Pyrex lid on the small pan will stack and sit in the lip of the larger one. Now you can get 2 things cooking, a meal on the go. One thing cooking on top of the other, but it obviously won't be a joint when you cook like this because you've lost your depth. But this is great for chops and chicken pieces. It's for wet things like mince or a casserole. Half a cup of boiling water in with the veg. You sit the whole meal on together, and then really you're just using the heat from the meat cooking to keep this little bit of water on the steam, but you end up with a whole meal on a simmer ring, which is very, very useful when you've perhaps only got 2 rings to cook on. So fully guaranteed for gas or electricity, it works just as well in the house, and we can offer you the 2 sizes. The larger set is £40, and the smaller one is 35. And the idea is that and a milk pan is really all you need to carry with you. You've got all your pans rolled up in one, and you're going to eat very, very nicely on a simmer ring.